Hey everybody, so a common issue in beekeeping is not being able to find your queen. Now we've got several videos on TexasBeeSupply.com about requeening hives, how to find the queen, etc. But sometimes we just still can't find her. And so if you can't find the queen and you just really need to requeen your hive, we've got videos you can watch on how to know when it's time to requeen a hive. There's kind of an effective but kind of messy way to make sure you get that old queen out of the hive. And it entails shaking all the bees out of the hive. And I'm going to show you guys how to do that. Again, it's kind of messy. Make sure you use your smoker, make sure you're suited up because the bees don't always like it. But the idea is you shake all the bees out of the hive, you put a queen excluder between the bottom board and the bottom box, and then come back in a couple of hours. And all those bees are going to go back into the hive, and that queen is going to be trapped on the underside of that queen excluder. One quick note, if you don't want to shake all the bees out, you can get a fume board and you can use that to drive all the bees out of the front of the hive. And that way you don't have to physically shake all the bees out. It works a little better and it's not quite as messy. But if you are okay shaking them, then you open up your hive, give them a decent amount of smoke, and then, I know this seems dramatic, but you go frame by frame and you just shake the bees off in front of the hive from each frame. Now this was a hive that we have already identified needs a new queen, and so it's kind of in a weakened state. It's not a very strong hive. The brood that they do have doesn't look great, and so they really need a new queen. And so we're going to pull each frame out, and you can see that brood is pretty spotty. They definitely needed a new queen. You can watch some of our other videos where we talk about how to identify if a hive needs a new queen or not. We're just rolling through here, shaking all these bees out. There we go. Around. Now we still have some bees inside this box, so in case she's in there, we're going to jar that box. Got our bottom board, give it a shake. All right, now we're going to put our queen excluder right here on the bottom board. Put our box right back on top. And we're going to return these frames in the same order that they went in. We always want to keep brood together in the hive. And we want to do this pretty quickly. We don't want to linger too much. There we go. Frames are all back in, spaced out. We're going to put our lid back on. And now we're just going to wait a couple hours, and then we'll come back and we're going to, all the bees are going to be back inside the hive. We're just going to open it up just like this. And we're going to find that queen on the underside of this queen excluder and get rid of her. So it's a bit messy, but it does work. And it's a quick way to find that queen. You may even be able to find her just looking on the ground now that all the bees are kind of spread out. It's pretty disruptive, but again, the bees will move back inside pretty quickly and you can find that queen. So there you go. That's how to find the queen if you can't find the queen. Have a great day.